Chopper Fisher here, and today we're gonna make a drive chain tensioner from scratch. Or from scrap, however you want to put it. As you can see, I've already cut a big section out of this piece of scrap because I started making this chain tensioner already, not recording because I'm getting scared that it's not gonna be done by May for the Greasy Dozen in Ohio. So this is where I'm at. Got this here dick-shaped bracket that I'm going to have to cut down pretty low according to the height that is going to be necessary for the actual chain. So that's what I got going on so far. We'll get back to that. I'm going to show you now what I've been up to off of the camera. So, side cover. Originally had that big like chain guard bump out. Cut it off. Didn't like it. Thought it was hideous. Got this new battery box from TC Bros. Already ground these down, got these fit and placed, ready to be welded in place. Bag of Humpty Dumpty chips. Dead Humpty Dumpty chip. One of my upcoming videos will be how to make a carburetor look this good after looking like this from being on a bike forever. This one is stock and absolutely trashed, and I'll have a video on how to rebuild it from the inside out, stock carburetor, and cleaned up on the outside to look this good. Other than that, the bike, its tank is gone. But the tank is being hand painted by the one and only Chunky Monkey out of New Jersey. So far I have this horrible looking dick-shaped design. It's just obviously square, but like for some reason I drew with a marker out what I thought might look good. And it came out looking like a penis. It won't look like that when I'm done. So I'm gonna start by shaping this thing up a little bit on the bench grinder, maybe break out the elbow grinder, and the elbow grinder, the angle grinder. God, I know I haven't recorded in a while, but jeez. Anyway, the elbow grinder. Oh yeah, before we get into that, the first ever Chopper Fisher clothing. My new shop work shirt. Look at that. The baddest photo logo pan cam in the game. Made by the homie Ronnie from Dirty Builds. So shout out to Ronnie from Dirty Builds and all the Dirty Builds boys. They're a bunch of intelligent, badass dudes. Give them a follow. Got hoodies. There's one more layer. Yes! Pocketed t-shirts. Printed all of these myself. I printed about 20 total of shirts and gave them all away except for 3 mediums. All dressed as the best. I think I just gotta take a little more off the top. Alright, I've just got this thing kind of bolted on there so that way this thing is placed properly and in line with the rest of the shaft, and I'm going to tack weld that into place. Just for a couple tacks. So what I'm gonna do until I come up with a better design here is I'm gonna finish welding off this hollow shaft area where this shanked bolt goes through. Well, that came out like shit. We're back. Day 2. See how many days we can make this last. Today, we've got a guest. I call her Sweet Baby Bad Girl because she's sweet. She's just a baby, but she's a bad girl. Anyway, so where I left off yesterday was at the end of this mount. My next step, this is the little lever here that is going to be spring-loaded on one side. So I'm going to come up with some sort of hook design, which what I have in mind for that is, where the hell is it? Got this jar of antique square nails. And I think I'm going to try to use one of those and heat it up and give it a little funky bend or something and do something to make the hook for the spring. So that way the spring itself is also removable, replaceable, and you know, stuff like that. Definitely gotta come up with something better looking than that. That is just unacceptable. So, God, no. You know exactly what this means. It's been approximately 2 months and 1 global pandemic later. And here we are. So I did a lot more work off of camera. Still not done. Never figured out that little hook thing. But I reshaped and designed this lever piece just to make it look a little more snazzy than just a straight bar. So this is pretty much where I'm at with the overall design. I love it. Still gonna build a base plate on the bottom where the battery box is going, so that way this is mountable. I'm gonna tap some holes and make it actually removable. I'm not gonna weld it to the frame. But if any of you have any sort of recommendation as to what I can put for some sort of hook design or something for the spring to pull down right here, drop it in the comment section below. And if I take your recommendation, then I'll give you a shout out or something. But I'm not going to touch too much on the subject, but because of the fact that there is a global pandemic, I'm currently out of work, somewhat optionally. So that way we can stay quarantined while we're healthy instead of being quarantined while we're sick. Plus, I live in a duplex next to my elderly parents who I take care of. So it's very important that I too stay healthy. Which means your boys got no excuse to not be cranking out a bunch of videos. And working on the chopper. The tank's back, by the way. Obviously, it's been months. You'll see that in the video tomorrow. Until then, if you've enjoyed the video of the process of me making and building and designing and messing this thing up, let me know in the comment section below. Let me know if you got any recommendations as far as what I should do for the arm there. And I'll catch you in the next video.